Hello, 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 everybody. Nope, that was the right sheet. Crap. Okay. So I'm just going to make sure that the audio in that is good to go. Where is the YouTube? There it is. So this is a bit of a random live stream. I needed to update some of my stocks and stuff. So I decided, why not just do it as a live stream? Because I will be possibly getting back into the stock market very soon, depending on what's going on with the markets. Now, one thing I do want to mention once again, YouTube has decided to not publicize the streams that I'm doing for some strange reason. I don't know why. It's just not doing it. So I just want to say thank you to the last 3 people to subscribe and then follow me on Twitch. Petrus. Sorry if I butchered your name. Thanks for the follow on the Twitch. Cannot pronounce your name because it's in, I'm going to assume maybe Farsi or something like that. It's in that kind of script. Can't read it. Sorry, but thank you very much. And then Chandler Bulland and Mr. Pala, thank you for the subscription and then the follow on the Twitch as well. So today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be updating my, well, actually, it's not, I should have my, where is it? My market watch sheet. So here is all the current, wrong page. Here we go. Here is all the current stocks I'm currently watching on the stock market. Over here is a theoretical number thing I was bouncing around. If I had 40 grand, where would things go? How much would I like to round things up and stuff? But yeah, so here is the real thing. So right here is where I'm basically watching the stocks to see where they're sitting and how they're sitting. Now, I also have, I'm going to put you right there. This spreadsheet right here. Now, this spreadsheet is every single stock on the Canadian. So everything here is Canadian. There's a lot of American company in here like Boeing and Coke and Pepsi and a few others. But these are all traded on the Canadian Stock Exchange, or the TSX, the Toronto Stock Exchange. What I've got here is a breakdown of how much they pay monthly in a dividend percentage, the actual numerical amount, the yearly actual dividend. So this is the actual amount they pay in a year. And then do they pay monthly, quarterly, semi-annually, etc. This is the estimated payout if I buy a share. So here, a share will pay me horribly per month. This actually needs to be changed because, well, long story short, these numbers are now in this pile actually wrong. So I can actually remove this column altogether. Oh, crap on a cracker. I got to update this. But yeah, so if I get 100 shares, etc., etc. Now I actually need to change this. This is no longer be J9. It's actually going to be F9. I'll scroll all the way to the bottom. Yeah, so there's almost 250 some odd companies that are currently on my to watch list. As you can see here, this column here is pretty much empty at the moment. Okay, so now I can get rid of this column. There we go. So basically, this is how much they pay monthly. This is how much the actual yield is. So you'll see a lot of yields for stocks where it'll say, 9.86% return, blah, 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 blah. What they don't mention is that percentage is an annual percentage. Basically, what you have to do is figure out how much they pay per month, which in this case, for example, for Alaris Royalty Corporation, they pay 13.75 cents, or basically 13 and a quarter cents per stock. So that's technically 1.65% of the total value of the stock for a month. So that's more realistic. So what I've done is I've also worked out, return on investment time, how many months it will take for the stock to actually pay for itself or basically buy itself back and things like that. So I'm going to be updating this master list today. And we're also going to be updating my market watch sheet today. Because theoretically, this right now are the stocks I want to watch. Because these are the ones that are going to make me, hopefully, the money that I want to get. And then what I'm using is a set number of, I think it's 40 grand, over 40 different stocks right now. To figure out, okay, well, if I have 40,000, how much do I have to spend? Because it's cost me $9.99 to buy a stock. If I wanted to buy all these stocks, how much would it cost me? Right now, $38,079.64 with $1,900 available. Cool. Because I want to at least have it so that every single stock is equally valued all the way across. So you take the amount of stocks you have, divided by the amount of money you want to invest, and there you go. So this would earn us theoretically around $700 a month. It's kind of cool. But what we're going to do is we're going to reevaluate all of this over here. So we're going to go through all these companies, alphabetical today, look at their news, look at what they're doing. Is one of the things that's going on too with a lot of these companies. We'll show you. No, I actually can zoom you back out now. Was it American Hotel? It was HOT.UN. Is not what we're doing here. So I just type in HOT. There, American Hotel. So this was one of my go-to companies when it comes to dividends and stuff because of what they were theoretically paying. So they were paying around 15 to 20% of their overall stock value. So here you can see they're paying 5 cents a stock for quite a while. And that was a pretty big, pretty big percentage. They were one of my highest percentage stocks at, I think it was 17%. Here's the kicker. Now, the catch-22 with that is that companies don't have to pay a dividend if they don't want to. And especially in today's era and today's modern era with everything that's going on, it's going to change probably. In this case, one of the things we want to look at is how much they're paying, how much they say they're going to pay next month, and is there any news? So you always got to go to the news channel, the news page. So here's the first thing. On the 25th of March, there was a halt on trading for this company. That makes me think, why? Why all of a sudden was there a massive... why was there a halt? Well, American Hotels Income Properties, a real estate investment trust, whatever, provides update regarding hotel operations and distribution policy. That's not good. Normally it'll say, hey, just so you know, here is our monthly dividend announcement or whatever. So here, out of Vancouver, Canadian company, American Hotel Income Properties, has announced, we will, right here, as previously announced, March 2020 distribution of about 3.8 cents per unit will be paid on April 15th. First off, that's a reduction already from the previous 5.4 cents per stock. So now it's like, wait, now it's 2 cents less. Okay, no big deal. A 2 cent drop, not the biggest concern. But here it is right here. However, AHIP will subsequently suspend monthly distributions until economic conditions improve and COVID-19 issues abate. Meaning, they're no longer going to be paying a dividend while this whole COVID-19 thing is going on. So to me right now, I don't want to invest in this company because they're not going to be paying me a dividend. There's no point. I can own the company, but it's also a hotel company. And it even says, they're currently open, accommodating guests, however, reduced business levels. Company is implementing comprehensive, expense reduction programs, cash management strategies, all that stuff. That basically is them telling me, hey, money is extremely tight. People are coming and staying at the hotels, but at a lot less rate than normal, which totally makes sense, right? People aren't, times like this, people really aren't going to be staying in hotels all that much. So with that, they're saying basically, we have less money. We're going to try and save money. We're not going to be paying you guys money. So, okay. So American Hotel, you are now officially off my watch list for now. And I remove them off my list. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through all these stocks here on the Stocks and Such page. We're going to scroll all the way down. So we're on FEC, Frontera Energy Corporation. So we're going to type in FEC here. And we're going to type in FEC here. We want to look to see what's going on news-wise with the company and what they're doing. So right now they've announced they're going to be paying a dividend of 20.5 cents. Now they pay quarterly. So we're going to grab a calculator here real quick. 0.205 divided by 3. So it's 0. Okay. So 6.8 cents basically per stock. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go here and say 6.8 cents a stock. They pay quarterly, so this is how much it is monthly. But now I want to look at the news real quick. Now it is an oil company, and here in Canada, the oil companies are getting pretty danged up. According to today, wants to know lower price amount, excel by global pandemic reduction, but accelerate cost savings in connection with these cost savings initiatives. The streamlined organization includes the executive team and blah 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 blah. It's the matter of later oil prices and anything of the world economy. Ontario is taking swift and decisive measures. Balance sheet, cash flow, blah 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 blah. Basically, they're just trying to cut costs. They're showing some numbers down here. They're planning to cut their expenditures by 60%. So this is an oil company. So pretty much right now, an oil company is not the best thing to get involved in. Right now, the oil market, especially here in Canada, is just getting destroyed. So this would be a stock that long-term I'll look at. Yeah, it's up 17% today, but that's only because they're cutting their costs. So theoretically, you're still getting your dividend amount. So yeah, that one will be a let's watch and see what happens stock for sure. Now we're going to go to the next one, which is the Flattery and whatever investment grade preferred income. I believe this is a fund. So right now they're paying their monthly dividend still of 7 cents. Cool. What about news? You declare distributions here. And we're not to worry about December, but what's going on here? So you haven't said anything since January. So this is basically just an investment fund. So if you're interested in these things, basically, these are just people that invest. And they're basically paying you because they're making money. Investment funds are okay. So they're paying 7 cents, steady 7 cents. The thing with these ones, they every now and then they'll pay an extra. And it's always in December. So right here they paid an extra basically an extra 1.5 cents per stock. They didn't do it this year. Did an extra one there, which isn't too bad. Apparently I am losing frames here, so let's cancel you, close you, and close you. So there's that one. What's next? American Financial 15 Corporation. Now this is one of the ones that I've watched almost religiously over the last little while. Because this, all they do here is they just pay out a dividend. It's basically them trading and making money. So we're just going to look real quick to make sure everything's going copacetic. So they've made a little bit of money. So it's 11,335. Just double check that. Sometimes I just like to do this. Control C it. Right now they haven't. announce anything for the next month, so we'll pay a little attention. Hence, gotta read this stuff. Since the latter part of February, the financial markets have been extremely volatile in the sense of the pandemic and market too. Eventually, the company is subject to these market fluctuations, but than their material. Net LFS, okay. No regular monthly distributions will be paid on Class A shares in any month as long as the net. Wait, what? Since the latter part of February 2020, financial markets have been extremely volatile in response to the developing COVID-19 pandemic, and equity markets in particular have experienced significant declines. The investment portfolio of the company has been subject to these market fluctuations, and the net assets of the company has been materially negatively impacted. The net asset value per unit of the company as of March 13th, 2020 is $12.77. No monthly dividend distributions will be paid on Class A shares in any month as long as the net asset value per unit is equal or less than $15. Since inception of Class A shareholders have received a total of $13.80 per share, the preferred shareholders have received a total of $8.17 per share, inclusive of the distribution, for a combined $22.06. Company invests high quality portfolio. Okay, hold on. So you've announced you're no longer trading in a dividend for now. Okay. So what we're doing with this company then is we're saying for now it's, well, nope. It's actually 0. And we're officially painting this company yellow for now. Always got to read those news articles. Why do I have more than one thing for new? There we go. The next one, FIE. So K-Shares Financial Monthly ETF. They've been paying a steady 4 cents, which is good. It's also free to buy in, which is good. So we're just going to say 4. It's monthly. How about news? Here we go. Wait, that's 2012 news. Have they not? Wow, they haven't had any actual news announcements since 2012. But they pay a steady 4 cents. So these iShares ETFs are actually computers. And what these computers are doing is they're actually trading. There's multiple of them. And basically the computer just keeps trading and moving stocks around and stuff like that and basically making money. As it makes money, it pays out basically a percentage of that. Whenever you buy into the stock, you're basically putting money into the pool for them to buy more stocks and stuff like that. So yeah, 4 cents there. Is everything okay there, my love?
Yeah, just getting some beets out of the cupboard.
Oh.
All good.
FLI. So, First Asset US and Canadian Life Co. Income ETF. So once again, ETFs here in Canada pretty much almost outnumber stocks. Basically, ETFs are basically just, once again, basically computers buying and selling stocks for everybody. Some stocks have, or even bonds sometimes. A lot of stuff that pays, dividends, and they basically just pay into a pool, and everyone gets a percentage. So here it pays every 3 months. It pays $18.42. Okay. What's that? That's 10% annual. Well, actually, that's not bad, especially right now. What is the next one? FLOT, float. This is an income fund. It pays it monthly. It's been paying, oh, it went down, but it's gone down again. So this is one of the ones where you look at and go, well, hold on here. So you were going up and up and up and up and up. And then December hit. It was okay. They cut it back in January when COVID started. We're theoretically, give or take, maybe just near the middle of this whole COVID problem. And it's now down to 2 cents. So let's look at their news here. It was June, that was April. So look at April's news. April 2018. June 2018. What is going on with news here? Wow, they actually haven't announced anything since 2018 either. So they're just basically cutting now. If we look at the company info, purposeinvest.com, ETS mutual funds. Okay, so this is just an investment company. Okay, so basically they're cutting the dividends because they're just not making as much money on basically all the stuff they're investing. So they're trying to cut their losses basically while still making sure that people put money into the pool. Which tells me that they've cut it 2 cents in January. They cut it 2 cents again in March. Say 2 months from now they cut it again. So I think, I mean, this probably is not going to be the best one. I mean, we'll still be on the list, but yeah, they pay 5%. Usually for me, I prefer 6%. But we'll see how everything goes. There we go. So you need to go to news. There we go. All right, so guys are paying monthly. They're paying $16.25. So here it's actually gone up. This is the First National Financial Corporation. I think this is a bank. Yeah, it's a financial bank. Basically it's like a mortgage company, which this could be a big one. So people basically writing off their mortgages. So here in the government's allowed people to basically postpone their mortgages for up to 4 months if they've been affected by COVID. So this could be something good to get into now because later on things might go up. But the problem is between now and say June, July, if you can postpone your mortgage for 4 months, you're not paying it for 4 months. But a lot of these companies are going to tack on interest and fees and charges and stuff. What are the events with shares? Series 2. So nothing here they really mention anything about COVID, which is a bit of a concern. That was on March 16th. Personally impacted by we are really impacted the result. Support programs. So here's the thing. We have programs in place to support all our borrowers. A lot of these things are catch-22s where they're actually making people pay more. So I think this wouldn't be a bad one to worry about too much. So $16.25 is how much it's going to be. So senior secured floating rate loan is the next one on the list. So this is Fiera Capital. So here they announced what it is going to be for 3 months, I'm assuming. So wait, do you pay it quarterly or do you pay it monthly then? No, you pay it monthly. So every 3 months they just say, hey, for the next 3 months, this is what you're making. Okay, which means this is on March 16th, blah, 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 blah. March, April, May. Okay, so May will be where you're kind of sitting back looking at this company going, how much you paying me now and how much are you worth? Are you worth the problem, basically? Okay, so they actually pay out. It's not often a company says, hey, they're announcing quarterly what you're going to be making each month. And usually it's just, hey, we have a quarterly dividend, here it is. And every month they just announce, or just every month. So freehold royalties. And 2020 guidance, that concerns me. So they're still paying, but they could say, hey, the fourth quarter. So the company's net revenue went down 3%. Their net income went down by 63%. Their net income per share is down 67. Funds from operation per share is down 3. Okay. Dividends 1%. So it's showing 2019 versus 2018. That was ending December, though. Despite challenging headwinds, the Canadian energy sector was subject to royalty growing over reserves. Given the near-term outlook for oil and gas prices, we're maintaining our monthly dividend of 5.25 cents per share. We're forecasting 2020 production average of whatever barrels of oil, or BOE, whatever that is. This forecast does not include acquisitions and increased royalty owing, third-party capital over royalty lands, blah, 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 blah. One of the more decisive oil and gas stocks in Canada. Dividends, well, the volatility of commodity prices approves maintaining its monthly dividend. Okay. Board has declared a dividend of a common share to be paid on in line. Okay. So they're basically saying they're going to try to keep things as is, which is cool. I'm dropping frames. How come I'm on an Internet Explorer, for God's sakes? Or I'm on an Internet Explorer. I'm on a... You... Yeah, 21.5% annual right now. That's scary. So let's look at some voting shares. For Freer Capital. So right now they're paying 21 cents a month. On the 23rd. So the only news with them is that there was halting on trading on the 23rd. Which was just a generic thing, I believe, on the stock market. So that's not a big deal. So yeah, 21 cents. Nice. FTN. So this is another one that I always like to pay attention to. So here kind of gets me a little nervous. Why is there nothing? So this was announced on February 28th. There should have been something announced on March 28th. Like within the last couple days. There we go. Declares a regular monthly. Okay, so they announced it only on the 23rd. Shareholders as of March 31st. So the payout for April is happening in March. Since the letter of markets being volatile. This one for the other company, the net asset value. So this is yet again the same thing where they're basically saying we're holding off on future dividends at this point. Because we're not making any money. The investment portfolio of the company has been subject to market fluctuations. Company has been the asset value per unit of the company as of March 20th is $12.30. No regular monthly distributions will be paid on Class A shares in any month as long as the net value is $15 or less. So obviously, they're not paying any dividends out from here on out for the near future. So we're putting them at 0, and we're also going to paint them yellow. That I need to look at them a little later. DGG, what is this? Growth Dividend Growers Income Fund. Some of these funds are not that bad when it comes to their numbers because they're like funds and trades. Oh, you're down one. Well, let's look at your quarterly distributions. So they do monthly, and they're doing a steady 6 cents for the moment. I'm going to stay and just make sure that they didn't say the same thing. Continue forward-looking information. Oh, no, the growing of distributions for different reasons. Yeah, not to worry about that. So yeah, so for January, February, and March, 6 cents. Which means they should be announcing sometime this month what's going on with their news here. So for now, we'll put them at 6 cents. But this would be a company that I would definitely be paying attention to see if they drop that, which is highly probable. Your monthly. And then here is pretty much the exact same stock. Look at the distributions. We want to make sure that so you're only paying a cent. So that's not bad. The question is, are you holding off? Because they're paying more in some of their other stuff. So there's the global thing there. And here they're just saying, hey, just so you know, every month we take a look at everything and we reevaluate everything every month, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, 10 cents. Global Real Estate E-Commerce Dividend Fund. Okay, so they do have a dividend declared. It looks like they haven't changed it in a while. They've only been paying it since February, though, of last year. So they've been paying it for only a year. So that kind of concerns me a little bit. And you haven't made an announcement since January. And yeah, so once again, they just announced, hey, here everything goes till April, and then we'll reevaluate it in mid-April, basically. So once again, same thing. They're paying the same amount for now. They basically do the same thing a lot of companies are doing, is so that they don't get caught month by month. They just announce, hey, for the next 3 months, this is what we're doing. And then all of a sudden, 3 months down the road, it'll drop. So this is an energy company. I wouldn't be surprised if they've cut it or stopped it temporarily or just stopped. Gibson Energy. No, still paying. Oh, they went up. Interesting. So here you added someone to the board of directors, which is okay, cool and all. But other than that, they haven't really announced anything else. Okay. I mean, an increase in it is not bad. I mean, that's got me a little worried, but we'll see how that ends up going. That was weird. Gamehouse. Now, this is actually a stock I've been paying attention to quite a bit as well. This is a stock that it's a privately run company out from Alberta that actually runs and owns casinos. So 575, good. So they haven't really announced anything. Oh, there we go. March 17th right there. In conjunction with the regular Alberta Gaming Lottery Corporation, and the government of Alberta has decided to temporarily close our casinos immediately until further notice. Please immediately remain in effect until further notice. Game host hotels will not be affected by this temporary suspension. Time being will continue to operate with enhanced cleaning and social distancing protocols. Cash dividend, common share. This dividend was paid back in April. So right here, at a special meeting, the company's board of directors has decided the future dividends will be temporarily suspended until such time as the company has a better clarity as to the reopening of its casinos and overall economic conditions. So basically the answer to this one is 0. GIMP, or GWP Capital. So it's always a good thing before you jump back in to look at these things. So GMP Capital announces... Yeah, here we go. So right now they are doing 2.5 cents. Some companies have just said, hey, we're going to do this no matter what. But they also haven't paid an actual... Wait. They haven't paid anything since December. Ownership limited companies. Companies and a non-binding term sheet with Richard Financial Company. Transaction is anticipated entering into a definitive agreement shortly following the end of contractual 15 business day period under the shareholders no longer expect the definitive agreement concerning internet. I don't understand this. Provide an update on the previous announcement transaction. Oh, they're going to do a consolidation of the company. But now they can't do a consolidation of the company because of COVID anyways. But the catch-22 here is that you... I'm not mistaken, your dividend is like... Yeah, quarterly. But you should have paid a dividend last month. Oh, it's being paid out today. So 0.2, is it 0.025 or 0. Why is my dog freaking out? 0.25 divided by 3. Give me a second. I'm going to go see what's going on upstairs. Okay, and we're back. Great West Life Company. This is an insurance company, if I'm not mistaken. So right now, wow, they've increased their dividend. Theoretically, that's actually not that bad. Now, mind you, they pay quarterly, so that number is a little bigger than it should be. Okay, as a joint statement issued by BMO, CIBC, Canadian Western Bank, Laurentian. Oh, there's a bank. Okay, Great West Life Co., Canada Life, Mutual Life, Sun Life. Each of us is actively monitoring the developments, blah, 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 health and well-being of our employees, investors, and all that stuff for collective opportunity. In line with this list of directives of public health, blah, 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 we've jointly obtained a court order that allows us to hold our annual meetings in whole or in part using electronic means. Order permits our meetings to be... basically they're just legally allowed to, because you have to have it in person. This is just them saying, hey, we've got laws. We basically got a court order saying we can have our meetings electronically. So that's no big deal. Canadian financial banks right now are a really good way of making kind of shoring up your money a little bit. 4,380 divided by 3 equals perfect. Boom. So some of these ETFs and stuff are going to be more on the sketch side, but the banks are going to be pretty good. Harvest Brand Leaders Income ETF. They're paying $542. Here they're just announcing different stocks. Here's all their things that they have. Okay. We'll keep you on our list for now. You pay monthly, which is good. And then here's I think this is another one of theirs. Yep. So we don't really need to worry too much about... Well, you know what? We'll still look, because every now and then there might be a little piece of information on one and not another. Yeah, they haven't announced anything on this one since August. Yeah, 65 cents or 6.5 cents per stock. So this will take almost an entire year to pay for itself right now. Home Depot. So this is an American company. So here I have to type in Home Depot. Why am I not getting any information off them? Okay, hold on. Sometimes the American companies, yeah, they don't show up for some reason. So here we go. So it's HD-US. There we go. So now, because this is an American company, this changes things a little bit. So right now, you pay quarterly at $1.50 American. That's almost $2 Canadian. What is this? What? See, American stocks sometimes can be a little confusing if you're in another country. We'll just say $1.50 divided by, for now. So 5 cents. American. Wait, was it 5 cents or 50 cents? It's 50 cents. Problem is that they're also like super expensive. So the odds of me actually buying that stock would be already significantly reduced. So let's go back to here. You're paying still. So they've drastically dropped theirs down to 2 cents. So the question is, what's going on here? Oh, hey, thanks, YouTube, for telling me I'm live now. And it's cover call ETFs. Yeah, here's all the negatives right here. This one's down 36% payout. This one's down 63, 20, 40. Natural gas. Okay. So this one's still paying out, but just at a reduced capacity for now. You pay out monthly. Some of these I missed. Here's another one of their things. So this will probably see a reduction in it as well. Yeah, that's all of them. Yeah, so this one saw a reduction as well. Not a shocker. One of the good things about these ETFs is a lot of them are free to buy into. This one actually hasn't gone down by that much. Those are still all the horizons. And then here's the last Horizons one. Once again, all these guys did was basically just say, hey, these are the, they've all been reduced by this percentage, basically. Except for this one. This one actually went down the least. This one's the equity ETF. It's almost the exact same as the other ones, basically. Global Telecom and Utilities Income Fund. $6.66. So 6 cents still, but are you going to be doing something crazy here? Nope. Nice. Okay. A lot of these funds and ETFs stay pretty decent when it comes to their dividend. I've noticed it's not the highest, but it's steady. Want to look at those distributions. That stayed steady as well. Well, these are all still the harvest ones, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Okay. So you're staying the same. A lot of these stocks were paying originally, and ETFs were paying over 6%. That was the plan. Or any place over 4% I had put on the list. And a lot of these have gotten pretty beaten over the years, or over the last couple months. Brompton Global Global Healthcare. Oh, this one's going to be interesting. So you haven't paid a dividend since February. So they didn't pay out there. Oh, no, never mind. They did right there. I had a moment where I was looking at it going, wait a second. Sometimes the way the website is set up is really confusing. Horizon North Logistics. So that's going to be interesting to look at. So, yep, right there. They're probably suspending their... reduction. So they suspended... Okay. So Horizon North Logistics has suspended its dividend. Altogether. So for now, you're 0. And you will be painted in yellow. We'll come back to look at you. American Hotel Incorporated, I already know. They've gone to 0. They've temporarily suspended. $0.03. Just want to make sure it doesn't say, hey, just so you know, we're not doing it anymore. Nope, it's all the same thing from before. And what's next? H&R Real Estate Investment. If I'm not mistaken, this is actually H&R Block. This is the tax company. Right? Nope, this is just a real estate investment company, okay. They haven't said anything since February 13th. Now, one of the big problems here is that a lot of companies have also come out and said they're not going to be paying their rent. Now, construction is going to be put on hold for a while. I mean, this company could get hurt pretty bad. But I mean, they have so many different investments and stuff like that. I'll keep them updated on the list for now. I mean, they're paying a really good percentage, though. That's the thing. Australian real estate investment. HRR. You're still paying the same. Oh, this is the harvest stuff. Okay. You're 5.5 cents per stock. Husky Energy. So here's a company I used to work for. They own gas stations and also pump oil out of the ground. So $1.25 no matter what. Wait. They haven't paid it since... Oh! What? Uh-oh. Oh, no. They've suspended the work on a couple of their oil rigs. Ooh. That was on March 22nd. That's quarterly. That actually would not be good. I'll have to keep my eye on this for sure. I mean, they pay 13% annually or 1% a month. What I'm going to look for is something that'll pay itself off. Harvest Tech Adventure Achievers Growth Income ETF. So you're still paying the same 5.83 cents. Here you're just adding more stuff. Oh, this is the harvest stuff. Okay, never mind. So we already looked at your info. And that'll be the dog. There's more harvest stuff. American banks. Let's see how this is going. Good. Because we're kind of looking for stuff that's kind of leveled off a little bit. $8.38 Okay. One of the crazy things is banks always end up being a good safe bet. They don't pay as much, and they're a lot more expensive, but in the end, they're not that bad. You're paying 10 cents on the dollar. But yet again, U.S. equity markets, the U.S. is basically just complete and utter, I'm going to say it's a certain type of show. There we go. Okay, let's see what this last one is. We got a lot of harvest stuff. Why I keep updating the news one? You're up. What are you? Global utilities. One of the good things about things like that is I can actually go. Where is it? I might have to go into my bank. Oh, I don't need to know about that. Let's go here. Let's go. No, actually, let's go to quotes and research. And we want to look up HUTL. Nope. HUTL. So, if we look here, what do they own? Well, they own stock in Tesla, Eon, Orange, Viola Entertainment, Nature Energy, Verizon, Teller, AT&T. These are the top 10 holdings that they have right now. Each one's worth 3%. And it goes down from there. You can, I think, holdings. So that's their top 10 holdings. Non-US, US, cash, overall utilities, communications, energies, and all that stuff. I like this. A lot of it's American, Europe, and Canadian. So this will be one that's not maybe a bad idea to hold. Because it's kind of leveling off now. And it's got an 8% yield on it. Did I update? Nope. Okay. So I want something that'll pay off probably in the next 5 to 6 months. So you're still paying the same amount as well every month. Make sure there's no announcements here. Nothing crazy so far. Let's go to the next one. High Arctic Energy. Let's see if you've suspended your dividend. Yeah, nothing for March yet. Dividend suspension, yep. 0. I might make a specific thing for dividend suspensions for companies to, like, for me to go back on them later, maybe. Well, you announced quarterly. Yeah, that was back in January, though. April, yeah. So you're going to sometime in the next week or two announce what's going on. We'll keep... We'll keep you on the list for now. One thing is, if a company hasn't announced its dividend for next month, that will get me a little nervous. Because technically they don't even have to announce one. They can just keep their mouths shut and just not order and not do anything. So you're staying the same. You're a financial company, though, so you might... Tiered pricing program? Okay. Council is extending its management fee reduction program to include A, B, and T units on the council. Those are funds. This is your stocks, though. So the more money you provide them, the more you're gonna. Okay, so that pretty much was. That's for other stuff. You pay every 3 months. Let's see. Was it 0.5625 divided by 3? Why did that not change to a dollar sign? What is going on? 1875. 0.8. That's weird. So you've reduced your amount. And that's what you're trying to apply and reduce rate of the financial markets. So here they're going to say they're going to try and hold it at 10%. So you like things like that where they're like, we're going to try. But right now it's at 15. So they're probably going to reduce it. No. March 30th. So it's the same thing, but there's a correction here. Toronto announced today it will be relying on Ontario Instrument Fund temporary exemption from certain corporate financial requirements in respect to the obligation to file its annual financial statements requiring a subsection of the National Instrumental Disclosure Obligations. Annual management discussion. Its annual information is required in section management expects that the annual financial statements management and other insiders are subject to an insider trading blackout policy that requires principal. Oh, so something's going on with this company. It's on the rebound. I don't know what's going on here. Sometimes I don't understand this stuff. It's like I know this is English, but I think we're speaking a complete and utter different language. Enter pipeline. Suspension of dividend and reinvestment plan. So that'll be interesting to see what that means. Category, blah, 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 blah. In summary, these measures include dividend reduction of 72%. Wow. Suspension of premium dividend reinvestment plan. Suspension of European bulk liquid storage sales process. Extension of dividend reduction dividend suspension. Board of Directors conducted a comprehensive review of the dividend policy and approved a 72% reduction to the monthly dividend from $14.25 to 4 cents a share, or 48 cents per share on an annual basis. The new declared dividend will be paid out on March holders. Yeah, so you're paying 4 cents a share going forward. Interesting. You're probably going to be cutting things off even sooner than that. Wait, is it 0.4 or 4? Yeah, 0.04. So they're still paying a high percentage. They're still paying almost 6%. But you're paying every 3 months. You're still paying 2 cents, which is good. You've announced. So March 17th, you announced your dividend for the quarter. Okay. So, yeah, you're doing your 20 cents thing still. So 0.2 divided by 3 is... Burp. And just over halfway. Intertape Polymer Group. Oh, they've actually increased their dividend over the last couple months. Revenue, blah, 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 blah. So no bad news in that, which is good. Ooh. Interesting. Investique. So this is one of those companies that I was watching and going, it's interesting. It looks good, but something doesn't seem right. Well, they're still paying good. Oh, that's right. So they've only been paying a dividend out for a few months now. Now it's then the reception of license approval. Oh, that's right. This is like a old age home company. So the big thing here is, well, a lot of old people are possibly gonna get sick from this. So they might not have enough, like, you know, people that, mind you, I mean, the funny part about this is Yeah, old age home. You know, we're going to switch that to a green. The Keg, restaurant company. One of my favorite restaurants actually is the Keg. An amazing prime rib. Temporary closure of all Keg locations. Oh. Damn it. Does that mean you're not going to be paying any dividend? And announced temporary closure of all 107 Keg locations across Canada and selected U.S. states. Becomes effectively closed business. City of Toronto. The City of Toronto is the exception, as the city has directed all dining room and bars close at midnight on March 16th. Senior leadership, blah, 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 blah. Those will be working closure. At no point do they say they're not doing a dividend anymore. They are doing... Works cow pays the fund and royalty. Yeah, this is kind of weird. At no point are they saying they're not paying out a dividend. Interesting. So the Keg might still be paying out their dividend no matter what. That's actually very interesting. It's one of my favorite restaurants. If they still pay out a dividend, I'd be actually pretty impressed with that. You pay out 16 cents. Reiterates confidence in its business. A lot of companies are coming in and they're like, hey, like, ignore our stock price. We are a good company. Everything is fine. But it's like... Yeah, performance and natural gas. Oh, you're an oil and gas company. Aren't you? Yeah, you are. Okay, that's why people are like, we're fine. We're good. It's only a flesh wound. It's like, well, it's only a flesh wound, yeah, but at the same time, you still are an oil and gas company. KPT Tissue. It's down 35 cents? What? Oh, yeah, down 72. 18 cents across the board. Surge in demand. Look at that. Of tissue paper. Like, how could you not be happy about that? 18 cents a stock. That's 18 divided by 3. 0.18 divided by 3. That's 6 cents. That'll pay itself back, though, in 13 months. And Laurentian Bank. It's probably going to be that. Yeah. You increased your dividend while your price has gone down. That's nice. Thank you. You pay quarterly. So it's what? Divided by 3. It's actually not a bad number. It would take you almost a year to pay yourself off. Holy crap. Some of these stocks are actually not that bad right now. Like, hey, if you buy it right now, it'll pay for itself in exactly 1 month or 1 year. Let's see if you announced a suspension. And yeah, there's nothing for March yet. No, payable March. February 20th. So technically they should be announcing anytime now. April's. So they're in the process of going to be soon. I'm gonna assume announcing. Sometimes you get a quote. It doesn't say. Good news, bad news. Wait, Brompton. Oh, that's Brookfield. Whoops, okay. Remember, a couple of these companies were like, hey, we're not paying anything for a while. So we're going to assume it's still paying the 10 cents. But basically waiting to see what they announce over the next, if they announce something. Here's more Brompton stuff. So this should hopefully give us a better idea. How things are going. So they still haven't announced anything here. And they haven't said anything since February. So they should have said something around March 21st. Which was basically last week. And they haven't said anything. So they might just altogether just stop paying out a dividend without even saying anything. They also don't pay it on average. Like every now and then they'll just skip months. So we'll just put them down like that, but they're yellow. The reason why they're yellow is because they miss a lot of payments on my list. I've noticed. They don't pay a steady amount every month. You're yellow because of the same thing. Yeah, like right here. They still haven't said anything for next month. No, it says they declared on the 23rd. No regular monthly distributions. So there's 0 for now. Labrador Iron Ore Royalty Corporation. Steady 25 cents every couple months. That's not a good sign. has announced the closure of non-essential businesses as of midnight, March 21st. Blah, 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 blah. They're designated. The government of Labrador is required travelers to self-isolate for 14 days. So do they have currently a dividend announced? They do have one declared for March. 25 cents. So we'll have to see how that goes. So this would be another company that you sit there and watch. Because the moment they announce they've closed locations and things like that, life. So ironically enough, life is down. Of course it is. But the dividend is up. For certain. Okay. You're just saying, hey, we're announcing certain ones. Okay, you're good. How far down the list are we? Oh, we're actually getting there. We're, say, 60% of the way. Lowe's. US. Yep. Oh, it's right. Yeah, you don't. I can't find American companies' information here. Yeah, that's no big deal. But you are an American company, though. So American companies right now are not in the best of spots when it comes to all this. Theoretically, they only pay 55 cents. It's American, and it's quarterly, right? Yeah. So they only pay that much. They also don't even pay much. So Canadian, that might be 20 cents Canadian. So basically, if you bought a stock, it would take you 39 months, or basically 3 years. No, 3.5, almost 4 years to pay that off, or for the stock basically to pay itself. So some of those stocks are just, I understand what they are and all that stuff, but damn. Oh, we're in the wrong spot there. ETF distributions. Okay. So once again, ETF's pretty safe bet right now from the looks, from what I'm seeing. Like, yeah, the amount they pay might go down. I don't even trust this company. Just from that screen alone. $0.08 a share. It's quarterly. McDonald's. US. Of all the stock to be down. Wait, how are you down 2.6, but then you're down CD.US? Okay. One just updated earlier than the other. So this is basically a stock if you want to buy and hold on to long term. Oh, crap. News. So they pay $1.25 American. And pay it quarterly. So the stock is worth $165. And they pay out 41 cents a month. 33 months. Jeez. Here's one Canadian one, Manulife. It's good because Manulife ain't going anywhere. But at the same, wait, Oh, it's looking at me down $17 for Manulife stock. Yeah. Yeah, especially when it was like, wow. Wow. Mental note. And the amount, oh, hold on. You're not. This is on March 23rd. Dividend fund notice to shareholders. Here we go. Oh, this is for the John Hancock premium dividend thing. All right, so I'm going to assume they're still going to be paying out. We'll go with the 28 cents for now, and then we'll see. Because that's going to update anytime now. Well, that would have just been paid March. So basically, you got 3 months until these guys pay out. So do 0.28 divided by 3. So they pay almost 10 cents a stock. If you look at the actual monthly numbers. So it still would take 15 months to basically break even there. Let's read this real quick. Okay. That's just them saying, hey, we've updated all our ETFs. You pay monthly, and it's gone up. Wow. Okay. Still on the expensive side, but with the rate of return or the like how many months it would take to buy it back, basically. Dogs barking at the neighbors. 4 cents. Yeah, we're getting at that point. Is it monthly? It's monthly. Where I might wait and see what the announcements are in the next coming weeks. MCAM Mortgage Company. This is going to be interesting to see how this is. And why I had it painted as yellow. It's... Ooh, no, you're paying him 34 cents. Increased a quarterly dividend as of February. Okay. So that's the Canadian Mortgage Company. Nine months, actually, that's not bad. I had them sit there because a couple of these companies, when I did their colors and their markers, I didn't quite properly align them. You've been paying 15 cents for quite a while now. No, you're just saying, hey, we're paying out a dividend again. 15 cents. It's 5 cents. $3M Corporation. Quarterly at $1.47. Interesting. So is it $1.47? 49 cents. It would take you 23 months or 2 years to get a return on that stock. You're just going down and down and down and down, aren't you? And you pay 1 cent. Oh, no, that's back in January you announced it. Oh, you lowered it, but it doesn't say you actually lowered it. It said you were still paying. Oh, that's from. Wait a second. How old is this? January of last year. Oh, okay. Every month you pay 1 cent. It would take you 9 months. Interesting. You pay every month at $5.625. Interesting. Oh. $47 reduction in April's dividend. They laid out 25% of their staff. Wow. So wait a second. So here they're getting rid. They're basically buying back some of their stocks and canceling and getting rid of some of their stocks. Okay. But you're also reducing your payout. 47% reduction to the... So for April, it's actually going down 47%. So it would be this number minus 47%. So minus 47%. So that is actually the new... Wow. So they're paying that monthly. Oh yeah, your monthly. So a lot of these companies are making cuts all over the place. You are showing up as blank. Why are you showing up as blank? 8 cents. The crisis affected so. Recent volunteer core philosophy is. So you're basically saying, hey, we're okay. We should be fine. Basically is what your little financial thing there that you said is. The way some of these companies actually word this stuff sometimes is very dubious. Let's look at this and then look at this. Because that's just a double post. The plan was implemented on March 2nd, which made available all our businesses. Units recognize the potential for an incentive with one of our facilities. Changes announcing a series of initiatives in response to the COVID-19. So as of this moment, they have $90 million in cash. Tamro is suspending monthly dividend. And that's all really at this moment I care about, because that's all the information I'm updating today. $0.36. What about news from you? Annual disclosure documents. That just sounds scary. Oh, never mind. This is just showing what they do. Okay. Basically what they've done money-wise. Whoops. 0.36 divided by 3. You pay 12 cents a month. NFI Group Incorporated. Looks like you've cut your dividend by 50%. Let's read this in order. Million plans is no price. Suspension or reduction of bus/coach production. Da, 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 da. Which article was this? Okay. So they've cut their dividend, but they're still going and they've just reduced some of their stuff, which makes sense. I mean, they're not going to be a big dollar maker for me if I were to ever buy them. But 17 months to pay that back. $0.45 across the board. Deemed an essential service. Meaning they're going to be good to go. So we're looking at 45 cents. Divided by 3, we're looking at 15 cents a month. Northview Apartment Real Estate Investment Trust. So real estate is definitely one of those things where it's kind of good, kind of bad. People might stop paying their rent. And if go shop. Oh, what? Oh, they're selling their company. What? So, okay. So the only reason why you would be valuable is because people might be buying you. So, honestly, I don't do this often. But I'm just going to get rid of this company altogether. Certain companies, I don't want to deal with companies that are looking to sell themselves or looking at possibly being sold or stuff like that, just because that gets you into a very sticky situation where things get artificially moved around and today one of focus on critical role. Temporary $2 wage increase to handle higher than anticipated sales. Okay. Cool. So here they're basically saying, "Hey, we gave everyone a raise because we're extremely more we're more busy than we normally are." So this could be a company on the brink of increasing its dividend. Actually, is it quarterly? Yeah, it's quarterly. So it's 11 cents. Northwest Healthcare. 6 cents on the dollar. So a lot of companies are no longer allowing the basically repurchasing of their stock through dividends. Here they're going to be buying back some of their stock, it says, to basically get rid of it. Okay. So no major worries here with this company. So once again, the magic number I'm looking for is roughly 5 months to pay off. At the current price. Look at your March distributions. And it looks like they've cut them down by 3 cents. Because ETFs make sense. But every now and then you want to look at them just to make sure they don't say something like, "Hey, we're reducing it because of something really bad." Like here, it takes 3 months to pay this back. And that's with the stock going up. You're paying 23 cents every month. Okay. This one's not going to be the best one in regards to short-term returns, at least. We're into the O's. So Senior Credit Fund. Let's look at the quarterly distribution for March. 125. So it's still the same. Are they going to sneak in something like, hey, by the way? Nope. So they didn't sneak in any, oh, hey, by the way. So we're looking at 4.1 cents per month. Every now and then the website takes a poop. Let's look at the distribution there. And everything looks copacetic in the last couple months. Nope. No little hidden thing with the whole, hey, we're going to no longer pay because of, virus. Still 4 cents. Not bad. Still paying a steady. Yeah. I think for a lot of this stuff, I'm going to wait to see what's going on over the next couple months. Or not even this, not even the next couple months, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so. So for the next 2 weeks, a lot of these companies should have upgraded announcements. So I'm going to pick out probably the 40 stocks that I want to invest in after this list is updated. And then be like, okay. Well, you've actually increased. You pay us the 9th, so it won't have anything future announced because obviously financial markets. Here we go. Portfolio of companies has been subject to fluctuations. Per unit is no. There we go. No regular monthly distributions will be paid on Class A shares in any month as long as the net value is equal or less than $15. So basically, they're saying is the overall amount is not enough, so no one else is getting money. So you get a 0. And you get painted with a yellow. Peggy. Always got to look at those tiny little announcements where they say, hey, by the way, we're paying out next month's stocks or dividends. Congratulations. Hope everyone's happy. Why is Peggy not showing up? Wait, hold on. Is it Peggy US? It is, okay. So another American stock on my list. Or once again, don't really... American stocks are cool and all. 4.22 and you pay quarterly. CPP. Interesting. So the Canada Pension Plan actually just bought a whole bunch of stocks from this company. Interesting. Okay. Mental note, because that means I just bought stocks in that company technically because I paid into pension. Is it quarterly? Yeah. 0.422. Divided by 3. 14 cents a stock, huh? Now, mind you, that's also American. So, Peggy at US. Is that going to work? Nope. Who are you traded on? NASDAQ. So if I just typed in PEGI. I just need to know who you trade on the NASDAQ. Why doesn't that work? I don't think... NQGS. Nope. No, you're on the net. Yeah, you okay. Okay. Okay, we're just gonna remove you altogether. Pepsi. US. Should be on news. Quarterly 955. P2 Exploration, another Canadian company. Bam. Basically, if I can't track it, I'm not going to buy it or even look at it because that just causes way too much. Oops, dividends for April. Well, you're still paying a 2-cent dividend. Ooh, so close. Okay, so you're okay. Interesting. Are you gonna do this to me again? It's Canadian Preferred. PREF. What is it in PFT? PREF. ERRED. Canadian Preferred. Interesting. PFT. How much is this a PFT? Interesting. So this might not even exist anymore. PG. Nope, wrong. US. Ooh, $111. That's $74.59. Almost 25 cents Canadian. Okay. 19% yield right now. Interesting. 20 cents. But you'll also haven't announced anything. So this could be one of those ones as well where it's like, hey. Well, I know. Yeah, you wouldn't have actually announced anything yet because you wouldn't have anything to announce yet. Because the next time you announce one will probably be later this month. So we're going to assume for now that'll be the same. 0.20319 divided by 0.20319 divided by 3 equals, there we go. Let's close to my target. It's painted yellow, which is already a good thing. Polaris. Well, that's right. This is where companies announce their year-end numbers. Basically saying how much money they paid out to investors and all that stuff. Being like, hey, like us, give us more money. Pinnacle Renewable Energy. %, 15 cents. Employee. This is them just saying, hey, we're good to go. You're still an energy company, so I'm still nervous about you. But 5 cents a stock. Plaza Retail. Interesting. You're good. You're not saying. Oh, yeah. Then again, in Ontario, so many stores are still allowed to be open. It's ridiculous. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it's from January of last year. So you're still the same. Power Corporation of Canada subordinate whatever voting shares. Dividend increase. Wow. This is also from... No, this is March. This is only from last week. Wow. Interesting. So they're actually announcing another increase in their dividend. So this is what it is right now, but it's going up. That's quarterly. Divided by 3. It's actually that. For some reason, you're not on a dollar value. Why won't you go to a dollar value? We're going to say, hey, dollar value. Extend the period 2 times. Oh boy. Pembia Pipeline. So here you're saying you're just cutting costs. It's from January. You've actually increased. Interesting. No, you haven't. You increased, then decreased, and then increased again. Big Pharma. Okay. So you don't mention anything about reducing your dividend there, which is a good thing. $5. So nothing here but good news. So this is their financial information for last year. Here we go. Benefits of sound financial position, blah, 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 blah. Actively monitor the current pandemic situation. Is working to... Okay. Next. That's from February. All right, getting down near the end. Pisk. Psk. Here they go. They're officially moving to a quarterly dividend. So these guys are going monthly, and now they're switching to quarterly. We'll move to a quarterly dividend thing in Q2, which is starting officially as of what, tomorrow? Or today? Tomorrow. And it's been declared and paid on June 30th will be, the dividend will be 24 cents. Or 6 cents per quarter. Okay. And it's sitting at, so they're knocking off half a cent. Smart. So 6 cents a quarter. And you're now quarterly. Pivot. I do not remember why I have you on here as yellow, so we'll have to see. Oh, I think it's because you just... I didn't quite understand quarterly things yet. Gross profit. '19 overview. No. There, 2020. This is what we're looking for. Okay. So basically, they haven't been impacted all that much. They're paying 4 cents every 3 months. Pizza, pizza. The monthly cash dividend of 17%. Associated Investment Restaurant Operations Criteria has negatively affected the company's business. However, current relative income, which is supported by the company's working capital reserve, is sufficient to pay the merged dividend. The company will continue to monitor these impacts, blah, 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 blah. So basically, it's saying, hey, COVID is starting to impact our business. But at 7 cents a stock, you pay yourself back in 8 months. Now, companies like QSR, aka Tim Hortons, these are big ones. So we're going to have to see what they say. So the question is, are they going to announce a cease? In March, just as COVID began escalating, we decided to post on our 2 global senior leadership. Supporting team members. Continuing to serve. Supporting restaurant owners. Continuing communities. Business fundamentals. So there's no saying in here that they're going to be cutting dividends or anything like that. So they pay monthly at 0.52. See, this would be a stock that I would like to see fall a little further first before I would actually buy into it. Just because it would take 27 months for me to basically pay it off. Or for it to pay itself off at its current cost. And we're looking for things that are going to pay themselves off in the next 5 months or so, once again. Apparently Stingray has unlocked itself and it's letting people have it for free. In order to... So they're buying back shares. To basically cut back on the amount available in the market. Okay. Yeah, you also don't even pay that much. Yeah, same thing. Same thing. Okay. So they're paying the exact same amount out. Right, 0.75? Yep. Blue Ribbon Income Fund. Monthly distributions. Everything still says 5 cents. Oh, and that's just them saying, hey, this is for February, March, and April. Okay. Hopefully that stays. So the market's closed about 12 minutes ago. That's from January. Almost done. Ryokan. Nice. So you're basically just saying, hey, it's 12 cents this month. So a lot of companies are trying to keep up their dividends, so companies stay good to go. Now, this is a car dealership company that's available stock-wise. I can't see them selling cars right now, but you never know. go. Working on dealerships. Or no, sorry. This they sell agricultural equipment, so like threshers and stuff like that. So this is all year-end information. But the company's getting better and bigger, etc., etc., etc. But we wanted to see. That would take place on Wednesday, April 29th. Oh. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Really? This is a webcast? Okay. So, I mean, this time of year is probably when they would start selling, I'm assuming, agricultural equipment. Well, actually, yeah, there's the dividend right there. Yeah. Mental note. So it's 0.1225 divided by 3. So basically about 4 cents a stock. These guys pay quarterly. These guys were monthly. So why do I have you guys as yellow? Oh, I think it's because once again, didn't really know the difference between like how people paid out back in the day when I originally made this spreadsheet. Gosh, quite a while ago. So you're still paying monthly, but is there? Yeah, provides outlook for 2020. Here we go. So right now they have $293 million or $1.11 per share cash available. Common share. Wow. So they've actually declared all the way into June their dividend. Holy smokes. Okay. So these guys have a set dividend of 7 cents going out for the next several months. Hey, Roger Sugar. Uh-oh. Okay. Blah, 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 blah. In view of the importance of underproduction of Roger Sugar, fusion is essential, and therefore will continue to do all it's possible following the decision by some provincial governments to halt non-essential services until further notice. We felt it was important to clarify the situation with all Roger Sugar stakeholders. We're currently working closely with blah, 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 basically saying, hey, we're staying open. Good. Okay. This is one of my more favorite stocks, actually. that I actually was liking. I'm still paying 9 cents. Roger Sugar is just trucking. Oh my gosh. Kinda wish I kept it. Common shares. Okay. You're still paying out 38 cents. So it's 0.38 divided by 3 is 12.66666666. Repeated. Okay. Holy smokes, Roger Sugar. Royal Bank. I don't even need to check yours. You're good. What are you paying? You're paying $1.05, which is 35 cents a stock per month. Shaw. Now here is one of the crazy things. So Shaw Cable Company. Oh wait, no. This is not Shaw. This is the Shaw Core Energy Company. Okay, so the only news here is just you pay 15 cents every 3 months, or you're paying 5 cents every 3 months. You'll pay off in 3 months' time. And dividend reduction. That's what we're looking at. So has this already been reduced? It has not already been reduced. So what is it being reduced to? Pandemic, global energy prices. Capital program by 20 million or 20%. Oh, here we go. The board of directors approved the dividend reduction from 2.25 cents per month to 25 cents per month. Wow. They dropped it $2. Wait. You pay 25 cents a month? Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. No, you didn't. Yeah, it's 2.225 cents per month to a quarter cent. So it's actually... It would take 34 months if you bought one of these stocks at 93 cents for it to pay off itself. Yeah, energy stocks right now, you just don't want to go near those things. No, you've announced that you're doing it. Whoa. They added an extra 0. Commercial cash dividend. $0.000833 per share. So if we look at that, that means it would take 32 months for that stock to pay off itself. Oh my God. That is ridiculous. So once again, one of the things we're looking at is the return on investment. How long it takes it to buy itself. Oh, COVID statement. Past week involved quickly in Canada, across the globe, we're committed to blah, 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 blah. To keep our stakeholders, okay, we'll do that. Keep going. Strong balance sheet, blah, 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 blah. Okay. This is just your senior. Okay. So right now you're not cutting your dividend. Here's Shaw Communications. Here we go. This is a cable company. So this is one of those bills that people are probably not going to be wanting to pay. Still the same at 9 cents. Slate Retail. Still asking for a whole bunch of threes. Distribution representing 4. Yeah. Wait, 0.0333. Yep, okay, never mind. Superior Plus, Superior Propane. This will be interesting to see what they say there. Still paying 6 cents though, theoretically. So nothing on whether they're going to be reducing the dividend or not. They pay monthly, right? They do. SRT. Nope, it's gone up. Oh, wait. This one is American, if I'm not mistaken. So there's actually an error. This one's supposed to be gone. Because it's this one. SRT.UN. This is the Canadian variant. This is the one where we pay less taxes on. Nothing crazy there. And there we go. 0.72. That's no big deal. Oh, I did. What other purchase these will be? What's the DX on the price? So basically, they're saying they're going to be buying back some of their stock from the looks of it, because the price, quote unquote, doesn't fit with what they're worth. Which, I mean, makes sense because everyone's stocks right now are basically just, I want to say, just dropping. So, I mean, makes sense where they're like, hey, this is, these numbers don't quite match what you're worth. Yep, right there. Temporarily suspends unit holder distribution. So you're probably going to say you're not paying any. Yep. So you guys are a 0 as of this moment, and you're being painted yellow. People ask me, like, why would you even, see how much they're paying? And there you go. It's like, well, no, hold on. Like, you want to make sure that's from January. It's like, hey, I want to make sure that, they're still paying. Because every now and then they'll sneak in a whole, like that one did where it's like, hey, we're paying our dividend, but not anymore as of next month. There's Stelco. Appointment of the CFO. There should be a, hey, this is what we're looking at in 2020. Approved the payment of regular dividend of 10 cents per share to be paid on March 2nd. Okay. So basically saying we're going to keep our 10-cent dividend. It's 10 cents. So basically it's a 3-cent dividend. There we go. Suncor.
Okay,
What's up, my love?
gonna start supper.
Okay. Well, your dividend went up. We're adjusting. They're doing everything they can to mitigate COVID. So this is them just saying we'll mitigate COVID as best we can. So 15.5. Supremix. declares regular quarterly dividend. Your quarterly before. Basically, they're doing everything they can. Same as last year. Okay. Typically, you want to see growth every year with dividends and things like that. But what? Okay, so let me get this straight. They're paying out 6.5 cents a month per stock. If you were to buy 100 stocks, you want, I have these numbers wrong. This is in years. Ha. It would take you 2 years to pay that off. Anything less than point whatever is less than a year. I've been looking at going, that's a month. It would take you 1 month to derp, derp. These are crisis. And you cut your dividend by almost 50%. 0.29125 divided by 3 equals, yeah, almost 10 cents a stock per month. That's the annual. That's right. So if you pay 6 cents a month, the number, yeah, because if you paid that much per month, 0.0650 times 12, 78 cents. I need to look back on that. I think I forgot to divide that by 3. Yeah, I forgot to divide it by 3. Okay. I was going to say, that number was just way too high. And so is that percentage. Like, that was just too much of a dream number right there. That's more like it. Go pandemic. Layoffs, etc., etc., etc. You increased your dividend, but you laid off people. Like, come on. 225 divided by 3. So 7.5 cents per month per stock. We're going to paint you yellow. Same thing. Toronto Dominion Bank. $0.79. Timber Creek. Let's read the thing about this first. Okay, that's just all the regular stuff. Oh. To your shareholders. Don't want to say there's something no impact or business while it's early. So basically they took out loans is what they've done. That's what they're saying here. They paid out a dividend, so yeah, that's actually not that bad. Trans Global Energy Corporation, you are going to be interesting because I have you marked as red. Because I think you pay a dividend, but your dividend is like, yeah, you haven't paid since September, and you don't have anything declared since then. Yeah, you're getting removed off my list altogether. TLF, Tech Leaders Fund. So declare distributions. Still 54 cents. Interesting. Okay. True North Commercial Real Estate. Looking at the year-end results will be very important. And they pay monthly, which is good. Basically saying business, wow, they have no future. Interesting. Nothing in here is talking about 2020. Interesting. They're offering a 3% discount to anyone who wants to reinvest their basically their amounts. Total energy. Interesting. Nowhere did they mention potential. Blah, blah, blah. How they did for the year. Interesting. So right now they have no dividend claimed. Usually by now they've, as you can see, right? Usually on March 28th, they've announced something and they didn't. So they're probably not paying out a dividend. They don't have to if they don't want to. So for now, we're going to say 0. Paint them with red. One of the things I want to see here so their revenues are declining everywhere. Future. So here they're like, we're not going to release anything for 2020. Doesn't matter. You haven't issued a thing since last year, so. Terp. I think we're down to the last few stocks. Oh, you guys are building the Keystone Pipeline. Congratulations. Holy crap. Yeah, that explains the massive jump in the cost of the stock. Holy shit. $0.27 a month. Take a long time to pay that back, but or for it to buy itself back. Sorry, but that's definitely a stock that value is just going to go up as things get built. We're going to do a regular quarterly dividend. Good for you. 0.455 divided by 3, so you pay 15.16 a month. U.S. financials, yeah, this is going to be interesting to see this one too. Because a lot of these funds I've noticed have said, like, hey, we're not. Nope. Nice. 12.5 cents. 416. Oh. Very nice. Okay. Want to make sure once again that there's no little sub-sense, like little line there that says, oh, hey, by the way. Vermilion Energy, I already know. You're doing 11 cents a month. Actually, you're doing 11.5 a month. Yeah, I took you off almost all my other lists because you're just useless now. Okay, it's all the same. You cut your dividend there in half. Which sucks, but what can you do? Wet cap. Resources. Oh. From 825 to, wow. Basically cutting it right in half. Pay attention to those little things in the new, what that they announce. Temporary production curtailments? Cutting back production just to kind of try to beat the exposure to, that's okay. But you don't have any... We're going to assume it'll be the same amount because they just paid it out and they probably won't say anything for like a month. So 0.0225 divided by 3. So it's 3/4 of a cent. That's from 2019. You haven't paid anything in over a year. You just bought something really big. You just closed like a major deal. Good for you. So what's the difference between this one and the other one? Oh, you've only been paying it for a couple months. Okay. I think this is the Canadian version of it. That's why it's also more expensive too, though. But then again, if you change it over to Canadian funds, that actually makes a lot of sense. No pardon the pun. Wajax. They bought someone in January. Fourth quarter highlights. Their dividend of 25 cents. So they expect a stable year, but a challenging year. Cool. You pay 25 cents every couple months. So you pay 8.8 1/3 cents per month. West Shore Terminals Investment Corporation. I think this is something to do with that's from March, but shipping access tons. Wait, what is this company? Oh, okay. So they own terminals for shipping and all that stuff out of BC. Okay. So 16 cents. So 5.33333333. Home stretch. Last 6 stocks. First thing we want to see is if there's anything saying, hey, we're not. Okay. So as of this moment, there's no news. It says they're paying a semi-annual. Oh. That's right. This is the one of the weird ones. Yeah, semi-annual. There we go. So you go back to news, and then you go back. There we go. Okay. So you pay twice a year. So it's 0.60663 divided by 6 months. So it's 1011.05 per month. And this one's yellow because just how long it takes like for you to get information from them is kind of weird. XEI. No information, really. You've cut your dividend, but that makes sense because this is a an ETF. Is Echo Technologies. Okay, nothing too crazy there. They've increased their thing, so 0.095 divided by 3. We're not even at the fun part yet. You just wait, no, because you would technically be paying out. Oh, did you do the thing you've done with everyone else? Yeah, no monthly. So a lot of these stocks that I was really looking at going, okay, this is going to be good because they pay a very high percentage. They're the ones that are like, well, not so much anymore. The hell? No news. That's interesting. Yeah, well, you still pay monthly, so that's good. There we go. Second and last one. You're paying 11 cents a month. Nice, nice, nice. And ZWP. No big deal there. And you're paying 10 cents a stock. There we go. Sheets have been completely updated. So now, what I'm going to do is call it so that I can go eat my dinner. But the plan will be to look at the monthly yield, which is pretty low for a lot of these companies, actually. But the annual yield is pretty good. Like, something about this, like, this might be wrong. $0.0325. No. They're paying 7% a month. Okay. So on the bright side, there's a couple of these companies that are pretty high right now that I'm gonna be going over and looking at a bunch of them. Even Vermilion is still paying a lot higher than expected. All right, so what I'm going to be doing between this episode, this live stream, and the next one, which might not be for another couple more days, for at least the financial stuff, I'm going to go over and make a list of about 40 companies that I'm going to be looking at for investments. Because over the next week or so, we should be hearing some news, and then by Friday, I'll have my pick of 40 different companies. So anyways, thanks for watching. See you in the next live stream. Bye-bye. Let's move this over to the TSX index. Bonk. And there we go. All right, see you guys later. Bye-bye.